much.
Dude, it's funny. Somebody on...
It's just weird, because I was like...
There's so much Kiss stuff happening. A couple days ago, somebody commented on one of the videos that they called us Kiss Mover or something like that. I was like, yeah, well, there's been a lot of Kiss stuff happening.
Well, I know we talked a lot about like stuff that we needed to kind of do some homework. So I don't know what you guys.
Are you doing all the? Are you sending all the cameras out?
Just this wide right now. I'm about to switch it to the super source.
So there's the Vegas vinyl right there.
Oh, nice.
Vegas vinyl.
Cool.
Yeah, that's where I was, and they were, actually they were really cool. They were really cool.
Yeah.
It was, and anyway, they had two Eric Carr. The two new Eric Carr albums that I didn't know anything about, and then you sent me that message.
I mean, that's just bizarre, right? But like I said, I've been listening to some, because I was like thinking, how much Peter Criss have I really listened to? Not that much.
Yeah.
So in the background, while I'm doing reports and stuff, I've been putting, and somebody on Spotify did this whole like Peter Criss, like because you can make your own playlists, right, on Spotify, and then you can make it public so anybody can see it. And so I just have been playing this Peter Criss Spotify playlist, which has got, dude, it is hard to listen to. I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
It's just not. It's not my style. It's
just listening to
all that 80s, because he's got like 3 albums out.
Hey, are you? You are stream. Oh, you are streaming out too. There it is, right there. What do you mean? It's just. So we got. So anyway, if anybody that's checking in right now, we're actually just getting ready to record, and so we're just streaming out while we talk. You may want to turn that volume down so we don't hear the echo the whole time. Yeah, I can do it.
So, yeah.
Ourselves talking. So we changed the posters in the back.
Yeah, it looks great.
What's it? What did you, Henrik? What's that thing called?
Cthulhu, right? Because it's Cthulhu.
I don't even know what it. I don't know.
Chthonic?
Cthulhu is like the devil, or not the devil. It's
It looks like it looks like the
bad guy on Pirates of
the Caribbean. That's what I thought when I saw it. Yeah.
Chthonic is what it is.
It's like it's a cosmic entity from H.P. Lovecraft.
Okay. Those of you that are checking in right now, we decided to try something this week. We're actually getting ready to record, and we thought just for fun we would just stream out while we were getting set up. And then everybody, we put one camera up there so you can see a little bit more of what it looks like in here. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So you can kind of see the
full profile,
the whole thing. You can't really see Henrik. We don't have a camera on the whole setup over there, which is actually really impressive.
All right.
So
you want to do these mics down, the forward and middle.
Yeah, we only have that up there for right now. And then we're actually at 6 o'clock going to have we're going to have Austin come in because we're going to start doing more soundtrack stuff, and I want more of the followers to meet him. Nice. So we're gonna just talk a little bit about the 2 soundtrack shows that we've done. So he's going to be here at 6 for that, and we just need to. And I thought for a few minutes we should talk about this soundtrack, even though we didn't really prep, because in some of the videos that I've done, we've done a couple of videos about Dio lately, and I referenced this.
Oh, sure.
The Mob Rules song. And because, actually, I'm curious. I don't know if we've ever talked about this before, but where was the first time you heard of Black Sabbath?
I think through this.
Yeah, see, that was the thing.
Not really. Actually, let me backtrack.
Okay.
So I got at a garage sale, I got some like compilation album that it was, somebody's, giving crap away, right?
Okay.
And so I bought it for like $1 and had like 2 or 3 albums in it. It was just like a compilation of whatever, and it had Paranoid on there. So that was like my first thing. Like I was like, whoa, this is totally different. Everything else, I mean, they had a mixture of, I don't know, it couldn't even, like the cover was like orange and just, it was just like a bit of everything. But that was like my introduction. That was the first time I'd heard like, okay, what is this? You know, just sounded totally different. And it just had like Alice Cooper. It was just like a 70s best of type of thing. But then I remember like, so I had that for like a while.
Vance. Hey, Vance. I don't know if you're still watching, but good to see you. He just commented, said, excellent pick on an album. Yeah, and he just said heavy metal introduced a few bands to me. Well, that was the point. I mentioned this in one of the videos that we did that I was doing some videos about, it was me and Shelley. We were reading an article about Dio and Black Sabbath and how he was under the shadow of Ozzy. And I just made
right?
What's that?
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, yeah.
You have that. Like when you have that much success coming out of the gates, if you're following in those footsteps, you know, where you had obviously Rob Halford wasn't the original singer to Judas Priest.
Right.
But nobody remembers the other guy because they didn't make a mark. But when Halford left and the other guy's coming in, the rock star dude, right?
Oh yeah, Tim Owens.
Yeah, Tim Owens, Ripper. I mean, yeah, you got bigger shoes to fill. I think that has something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have, so for Dio to come in following Ozzy, even though they were still pretty, I mean, I don't want to say early in their careers, but I mean by then Ozzy or Black Sabbath had put out a bunch of material, some of their all their classic stuff. So, yeah. So that you guys are getting to see, like, these are the conversations we have.
Yeah. Switch it to
off the cuff.
Switch it to the 4 cameras. So, because people are going to be in and out, and I want everybody that checks in to be able to see all the behind the scenes stuff, and also make sure we have that vinyl up on the screen. Well, okay. So the point though was that we. Shelley and I were doing this article about Black Sabbath, it was about Black Sabbath and Dio. And it's funny when you listen to this article, he kind of bags on Ozzy. Like you can tell that he doesn't like being under his shadow.
Of course.
And he feels like he shouldn't be, you know? And anyway, so I told Shelley, and I made this comment, and a bunch of people on the YouTube channel actually agreed with this, said the first time that they had really introduced the Black Sabbath was on this. And for me, I remember, so I think it might have been even Kurt Bartlett made a copy of this record for me. And I heard that, Mob Rules. And I was like, and that was like, as I recall, you know, these things go so far back. That was when I thought, okay, this is what Black Sabbath sounds like. You know, that was my first time I'd really, really thought this is Black Sabbath. And it just blew my mind. Because the recording of Mob Rules on here is just so stellar.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway.
I just remember, like, I saw heavy metal at my cousin's house. I think it was like literally like during the holiday season or something like that. He's like, you got to check this out. You know, all the cartoons and you had the soundtrack. And that's through this is when I first heard of, you know, Sammy Hagar, Cheap Trick, Reach Out. That's such a great song.
Oh, the Cheap Trick. Well, and yeah, one of the things that Ozzy had made a comment about is how the name heavy metal and the different songs on here didn't really apply. Anyway, we should save this to talk about when we record, because I just want to talk about this for a few minutes when Austin gets here. So, and the other things that we were talking about, maybe doing a video about today, was the Eric Carr thing.
Yeah. So I was just kind of saying, you know, with all the Peter Criss
stuff.
Because
I'm not prepped on that at all, but it would be interesting to talk about. It was just kind
of an odd thing, right? Like, you mentioned, I just had seen something, like, I've been listening to a lot of Peter Criss, just kind of getting excited for his new album that
Yeah.
drops here in a little bit. I think it comes out the 13th or something like that, or 12th of December.
Somebody commented in one of the videos that
Yeah,
you could hear
it's coming out.
like the full track of that song. I didn't look it up, but
Yeah. If you go to like his Peter Criss's website, I think it's petercriss.net. Don't quote me on it. You can hear like the full version of Creepy Crawlers.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
try.
But I've been kind of excited, and I was just kind of telling you tongue in cheek a little bit, just listening. We always talk about the Catman not getting his due and all that, and all his solo albums, and I'm like, at work I just kind of, like I was saying, I was put it in the background a little bit, and I've just been listening to all his solo stuff post Kiss, and anyway, somehow Spotify and their algorithms like, oh, you like Kiss drummers, check this out, and so all of a sudden I see this thing about like an Eric Carr solo album, and I was like, what the hell? So I threw that on today, and I'm like, that's when I text you. I just sent you the like, dude, you got to check this out because it's actually pretty cool. And he worked on it, I guess, towards the end.
Yeah, which is funny because I didn't know anything about it. And then
late
I was
80s,
at
early 90s, and
I was
Kulick
at
helped finish it
this
up.
record store. If you can see that on the screen, down in Vegas just 2 days ago. And I went to this, I landed, I'd flown in from Denver. And as I'm leaving, I mean, I'm basically, that whole bag is filled with records I bought when I was there. And as I'm leaving, the guy, I started talking to him about a couple things. They go, did you see that they had put some Eric Carr albums out? I was like, what? And he busted, there were 2 Eric Carr vinyls that just got released
crazy.
like 2 days ago or something. He said they were brand new, like Black Friday things or something. They were the kind that have the liquid in them. And I was getting ready to leave, and I had already bought this stuff. And then the guy said, he showed this to me, and I go, cool, how much are they? And it was like $100 each. And I thought,
It's a little steep.
yeah, a little much for what I'm prepared to spend
the
for
thing is we
an Eric
forget.
Carr vinyl right now. But
We talk about how the Catman doesn't get his due, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, certainly
the Wolf Fox Man.
the Fox Man. Yeah. I mean, certainly Eric Carr
Oh my gosh.
gets kind of lost in the mix, and he was awesome.
Which is funny because people loved him.
Yeah,
like he was one of the friendly. Apparently, I never. No. You know what? I did meet him and get his autograph.
No kidding.
Yes, because it was on the Lick It Up tour.
Okay.
We went to a record signing. Kurt Bartlett. If you ever see this,
you're probably watching, Kurt.
I'm sure Kurt's watching this. He and Troy took me to get the record. I lost that record. It had Vinnie Vincent's signature on it, dude. Like the most valuable signature. Isn't that funny? That's like the most valuable Kiss signature you can get is Vinnie Vincent because he never signed. There's no signatures out there of his. I used to have one. The only one it didn't have on the record was Gene. It had Paul, Eric Carr, and Vinnie Vincent, and it was stolen from me when I moved to St. George. Like one of the most valuable records I ever owned.
Might turn out. You never know.
Yeah. Anyway.
But the fact is that.
But so I did, Eric. I actually was in, did one of these, handed him my record, and got it signed. But yes, but he's kind of at this point, that little footnote in history. Because he joined Kiss, everybody literally loved him, the guy, which was a tough thing to.
Talking about Dio, right? And he's the first guy to replace an original member
Of Kiss. Yeah.
It's big shoes to fill.
Yes.
And so, we don't even really hear him play. I mean, he toured, I think, for Unmasked. I have to kind of look, but I think he toured because Peter quit during the recording of Unmasked.
And the rest was Anton Fig. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or what? Is that right?
Yes, I think that's
because the first record I think that Eric worked on was the music
Elder.
from the Elder.
Yeah.
And he was a little disillusioned by this. Like I thought I joined a rock band and what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm sure he did. But I mean the fact is that we hear him on the Elder. I want to say he got writing credit on one of them.
Is that right?
I was just at the over the weekend. I was kind of here at Urban Renewal, and they had the Elder vinyl, a Casablanca one, in there, and I almost bought it. They had, I mean, you say you went to Vegas and you're always looking, seeing the picture with your mom, find the originals.
Dude, do you want to hear
cool
something
is
funny?
that?
Okay, so the originals is cool that I found that. It doesn't have any of the inserts or anything, but it was just cool that my mom like, do you have this? I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Like, how did you just find this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So anyway, it's pretty cool. But dude, here's what's crazy. That thing on Facebook, that picture has been viewed. What did I tell you earlier, Henrik?
24,000.
It's been viewed. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, dude. This is crazy. It's because it's my mom.
Yeah, it is. It's just endearing.
Okay, hold on. I want to tell you. I want to pull it up right now. It's so funny.
But it's endearing. It's you and your mom. Come on. Mom.
That picture has been viewed, 24,500 times.
It's good. We reference your mom plenty on the show.
Yeah, that's true. The engagement is 2,400.
And watches. I mean, when she was here in the studio, she said she watches every show, which I know nobody of you can say that.
That's true.
She loves her son.
My mom watches all the shows.
No doubt about it. So Judy gets her. Now everybody can see. So she gets autograph signings out in Denver.
Yeah.
And she's roaming around. I know you.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that was kind of amazing that it got viewed that many times. It is. Yes, anyway, it's
but
funny.
I mean, come on. Let's face it. I mean, it's not like we're young, and it's not baby Robert John,
right.
Which you could share that picture, and that'll probably get even more. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, she's still around. She's out there at the record store with you. Finds the Kiss thing. That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice that you put it out there. Give her some props. Give her some love. Number one fan of yours. Let's face it.
Yeah,
you can even go and say, yeah, I'm a bit of a mama's boy. If you want to say.
We'll do a video about it one of these days.
But yeah, that's a cool thing. I actually had that same originals.
Really?
Yes, I found it in Reno. I was out there visiting somebody, and we went record store. They had a cool record store on some corner somewhere downtown. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And so we go in there and we're surfing, just kind of going through everything. And I came across that, and I'm like, done. I bought it. And then in one of my moves,
it's just an interesting thing to have.
Well, it's kind of a weird one, You don't see that many of those out there. So the fact that A, you found it, B, your mom found it, and C, you got it, you bought it, it's a good thing. It's kind of cool.
So I figure we'll make a video one of these days where we talk a little bit about that. But it didn't have any of the inserts. But it was still cool because I don't think I'd ever actually seen one in real life.
I thought,
you know what?
I don't remember, because I remember after getting it, and this is probably like 20 years ago when I found my copy.
Yeah.
Because internet then was dial up. It took forever to kind of get in there. I remember kind of searching and being like, when did this come out? Because I want to say
76, I think.
Yeah, it came out after they because the first three albums were kind of like, okay, they already exploded, Alive and all that.
Well, because Alive they took off,
right?
And then it's like, hey, we have
all let's capitalize on our fame. Yeah. The other three, which by the way, I did look at our Peter Criss, talking about Peter Criss and Kiss drummers and all that. But I did go back to see, because I know we referenced kind of our Peter Criss videos when he announced that he is coming out with a new album, which was mind blowing.
Yeah.
And then you had, but yeah, I appreciate, so anybody tuning in, we appreciate, because we had about 100+ people go and look at that, because we reference, hey, check out what we really think about this, the anticipation of Peter coming out with a new album. Like, is it going to be, we don't even know what to expect, because your previous body of work leaves a lot to be desired on my side.
Dude, it's funny how many people.
But there's people that love it.
Have you read the comments in some of those on our Peter Criss videos?
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that are like,
a lot of Peter Criss fans.
Peter Criss,
dude,
number one.
Yeah,
it's crazy. it's the variety of people. What people like is
But that's what makes it
hilariously
great.
awesome.
I mean,
And it's also what makes this channel a blast for me
it's
because
people
we get
comment
so
and
much.
say, how can you not like the Peter Criss solo album?
Yeah, I
'Cause
get
it's
ripped
not-
on a lot. It's pretty
because
funny.
it's not my cup of tea. I'm okay to say that, right? I mean, if I rank my solo albums, it's Ace, Paul, Gene, Peter. That's my solo album.
Okay, here's what so for me it's Paul. I love the Paul solo.
Paul
album.
one's good.
Okay. Here's what we need for you, everybody watching right now, because we're setting up. We still haven't decided what we're going to do today.
We don't
We
even
keep
know.
talking. But what we want from you,
This is the pre-show.
Here,
This is how we
pre-show.
get ready.
we put a Queensryche Rage for Order. We're going to do the set, and we want your input on this. We put Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, or yeah. That's funny how I didn't even notice it. Okay, and then we have right now, Rocky 3, Eye of the Tiger. So let's change these out. We want to get some input from you guys. So let's get it. Let's pick a couple. Okay, let's do between Screaming for Vengeance and we'll do 2 Judas Priest. Which one goes on the set? We want to hear from you. See if anybody even responds to us. Because we're going to put a couple of these things up here. We
Yeah.
got a bunch of people watching on YouTube right now. I don't know if we might have some people on Facebook.
All right.
Do we have comments enabled?
We do.
Okay. Because usually I monitor them on here.
Yeah, chat it
I
up.
can't
What do you
see
want?
any.
I got it up on the screen.
The chats?
Yeah.
The live chat? Put
Yeah.
something in there so we can make sure that it's...
Yeah.
Because usually people are commenting by now. I don't have anybody on there.
Oh, there you go.
Scream for vengeance!
There we go.
See, this is funny because this for a lot of people is considered like their greatest album.
Yeah, I like it. That's my favorite.
But this for me, this is it. To me, this is the
That's good too.
This is the greatest thing Judas Priest ever did. Getting some feedback right now. We got British Steel and Scream for Vengeance. And we got 2
All
British
right, whoever
Steel.
gets 3.
Yeah. It doesn't take much around here. It doesn't take much to win in the Audiomover studio.
Judy might chime in.
Yeah, see which one she likes. Okay, we got that one. Then let's do one other. So, what do we have here? Oh, yeah. We've got some cool cult stuff. Okay, here we go. What do you think about the cult? We've got Sonic Temple, and do we have, where's our copy of Electric?
I think it's over there.
Is it back here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Since we're live and just for the hell of it, how many people remember these guys right here? Does anybody remember this band? Okay, this band, this album, rocks with a capital W, WROKS. I loved this. As a matter of fact, I'm on the Icon Facebook group, and I love these guys. This album was so good. Okay, I'm looking for another cult album. So there's Sonic Temple.
Can you read the chat up there?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Hellbent, Unleashed, British Steel were amazing albums for a 14, 50-year-old. Heavy metal was...
I am looking for anything. Oh, there it is. There's Electric. Okay. So, we're doing between. The thing is, we're doing between Scream for Vengeance and British Steel to go on the set, and then we're doing between the Cult, Sonic Temple, and Electric to go on the shelves. And I'm thinking we replace Rocky 3 right up there. Because although, however much I love Survivor, that one was mainly made because of the movie, I think. I was actually a Survivor fan. So, okay, we'll do those. See what everybody says on there. Heavy metal was new term back then, by the way. Actually, yeah. If you haven't watched it, I think it was the video we put out today, maybe. Maybe it was one last week about Dio, where he was talking about... heavy metal and the movie Heavy Metal, how it didn't make sense that all the different music that was on there under a title called Heavy Metal, but I don't think, help me out, but watching the movie, I think the Carr was named Heavy Metal in the movie. I think that was the point. It wasn't that the music was heavy metal. That was just the name of the movie. But yes, you're right, because it's kind of like the term heavy metal morphed over time. Like it had a meaning back in the 70s, and then as you got into the 80s, it started meaning something else, and then in the 90s, it kind of took on a new name. So what do we have there? We have electric, heavy metal was, new term back then. Everyone just about recording for Born Again, yet bad recordings were a bad thing soon as after in extreme metal. I got to tell you something. I actually really liked, I liked Born Again. Did you ever listen to Born Again, Black Sabbath?
Well,
it was the one with Ian Gillan.
It's been a while.
It was so cool, man.
I've listened to that.
I love that. Okay. Anyway, we're voting right now. So just in case you're just tuning in, and we got to decide what we're going to talk about. We got to get going.
Yeah.
This is behind the scenes. But we're going to change up the set. So we're choosing between to put on the set Scream for Vengeance or British Steel. We'll go into one of these slots up here. We can replace the Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East. And we're choosing between Electric and Sonic Temple from The Cult. Can we see all those in the screen?
Yeah, we got Electric, so
Zoom
vote
out.
for Electric.
Can we zoom out? Oh, I'm zooming in. There we go. I'm zooming out. Okay, you should be able to see everything now on our camera. Okay. What are we doing videos about today? Okay, here's what we're doing videos about today. One of them is we got a package from oh shoot, this is for Austin when he shows up. We got this box from Gary Lighthall, and he sent us, apparently what's in here is a ton of circus magazines.
Okay.
And he said, dude, I'd love to donate some of these things to you. I've got an email that he sent that I'll read when we do it. So we're going to do that today. We're going to open up that box and look at what's in the box. We're having Austin come in here.
It's 6.
Because I want to start pushing more of the soundtrack. So I wanted him to come in here for everybody that kind of watches this channel to meet Austin if you haven't seen any videos with Austin yet. Because I want to, once we get into 2026, I want to utilize him more. He's a local actor, super cool guy. And so I just wanted him to come on the show and just talk and talk a little bit about the videos that we did and then what we're going to do in the coming year. And then I don't know what else we're doing today. We talked a little bit about maybe talking Eric Carr, but I don't have anything intelligent to say that we haven't already said.
No, I mean,
so
just that. I mean,
maybe we'll look and find
Eric
something
Carr.
to talk about.
I kind of thought about the when we're doing the David Coverdale thing, I kind of mentioned finding the 87 Whitesnake album.
I don't know if I have it here. And it's funny because I saw it at a record store 2 days ago and I could have bought it, and I don't know that I have it.
So, I mean, that could be something, just because that'd be kind of cool, because we referenced it quite a bit, because that was so huge. It'd be good to talk about it and look up, like, one of the critics when it first came out.
Okay, so we're going to maybe look up, maybe we'll do Whitesnake 1987 album. We can find some critical reviews.
Yeah,
I think I can find a couple pretty quick.
At that time, that it was going to be that big.
That it was going to be as big as it was, because it was
so
monstrous. Okay, again, we're just in case you're just tuning in.
This is our pre-show.
This is pre-show. We're just getting set up. We're getting ready to do the show. We're deciding what 2 new records to put on the set between these 2, British Steel, Scream for Vengeance for Priest, and the Cult, Electric or Sonic Temple. And as soon as we finish up with this little whatever we're doing right now, we'll move them.
British Steel and Electric are winning.
Getting most of the love right there. So yeah, okay. So that's what we can talk a little bit about Whitesnake. See if I can find it, because the last time we did it, we talked about Slide It In mainly, didn't we?
Yeah, mainly just Coverdale. I mean,
Coverdale in general, because he just talked about retiring. So the other thing is to find anything that might be in the news right now that we could. Oh, you know what's I don't know that we can say anything intelligent about it, but that whole video we did about oh my gosh, the 2 Kiss guys, Simmons and Stanley, they're like pushing like crazy right now.
They're all over, and their single comes out Friday. So we can talk about who's excited for that, who's looking forward to that.
I heard a little bit of it. I don't know. It might be good.
I mean, is it way different? Like, is it? Because I mean,
It didn't sound like Kiss, or whatever,
well,
whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the whole allure, right? What's it going to sound like? What's it going to be like?
Yeah.
You know, all that jazz.
See, okay, who said that electric was balls out rock? That's what this album, in my opinion, is one of the greatest.
Mule Blues 71. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah. Yes. Is one of the greatest. Do you have a mic set up over there?
I do.
Oh, is one of the greatest rock and roll albums of all time.
Awesome. I love
It is,
and I love it.
It's so good.
But I don't want to also not dismiss the fact that you introduced me to it. So, you know, college.
I got introduced to it because I went and saw Billy Idol, and I was.
They opened up for him.
And I took a girl with me to see it that loved the Cult. So, and then that kind of.
I had heard She Sells Sanctuary kind of before, like that was kind of on the radio and stuff, but nothing with the sheer power of electric. It's so good. Definitely on Gary's rotation. Regularly played.
So it looks like there's some sort of cancer fund for Ronnie James Dio. I don't know if.
Yeah, I'm just
We've
going
been
to give a
talking
shout
about Dio
out
so
to
much.
Rock and Smith, 3796, Rest in Space. I love that, man. That is really cool. Yes. I've done even more Ace Frehley deep diving, just listening to stuff. One thing I didn't make the connection was, you know, and if you've, and I don't know if you know that, but I'll just put this out there as we're getting ready, is if you've listened to Kiss Revenge album, there's that Eric Carr like solo stuff. I think it's just called Eric Carr Jam or something like that. Well, that ends up being, and I never put the two together, but when I saw Ace the last time, you know, he had on his solo album, Frehley's Comet, he has that song Breakout. It's the same. It's actually from those jam track, whatever, the Eric Carr jam, is basically from like the early 80s when they were Ace and Eric were in the band, probably during the Elder days, that turned into this Breakout song from Ace. So, yeah, there's a connection between the two.
I got to tell you something, and I know we're supposed to be getting ready, but I am amazed. So we did the Ozzy video way back when, which got a ton of attention, obviously.
August, right?
But I'm amazed at how the impact that Ace had on more people than I realized. So even because so many people have been commenting on our videos, and I just came across this just now. Like Mike Portnoy, I'm on Blabbermouth, said losing Ace is a big one for me. I was a Kiss fanatic back in the 70s, which so many people were.
Yeah.
I saw them in 77, Madison Square Garden, saw them in 79 at Nassau Coliseum. Ace was my first real guitar hero. Even though I was a drummer, he was my favorite member of Kiss. And my nickname in elementary school even was Ace. So yeah, it's been a tough one to process. No, but the thing that's so amazing to me is just how massively he impacted people. I didn't even realize what an impact the guy had until I started seeing all of this coming out.
It's good, you know, and in a lot of ways he deserves it. And that's kind of, it's not even like an FU to Gene or Paul or whatever, but it's just, you know, we talk about how, you know, you have bands and stuff that the sum of the parts,
Yeah.
right, or the whole
The whole
better
is greater than the sum of the
parts. That, yeah, I mean, lightning in a bottle, man. I mean, you had the four original members. They did some great stuff. I mean, arguably, some people might even say The Elder is good.
People,
you know,
dude,
people love it.
People, yeah.
And we had that. I sent you that thing with the guy that had redone and kind of reincorporated like The Elder, and I can't remember. I have it saved somewhere, but it's some incredible work. This guy, you guys might maybe seen it out there. It's this guy that's basically retooled and completed The Elder with his own stuff, and just kind of, I don't know how he did it, but it's really pretty amazing. And it's got like a book and everything. like the whole like screenplay kind of like put together.
That's actually you told me
I
about
sent
that
it
before.
about it.
Yeah.
It sent it to you, and it's I like it. I mean, I like the Elder. I mean, obviously, you know, with Ace's passing, I've listened to Dark Light probably a handful of times, and the Ace's solo on that's pretty awesome. So just like but yeah, it's good stuff.
So
all right,
we're gonna have to shut down here in a second, but real quick, one more time, what we're doing right now because we have to start recording, is we're deciding what to put on the set. Electric or Sonic Temple will go on one of these shelves, and Scream for Vengeance or
British Steel.
British Steel will replace. I'm thinking Unleashed in the East because we already have a Priest thing up. So we'll leave Rage for Order. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put one of the cults up there, Judas Priest right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, we thought we'd do this just to get ready. Yeah. Oh, you
I
mic'd
have
up
mic
now? Henrik's mic'd up,
people can
even though he's not on the
Yeah.
camera. Nice. Good work.
All right.
So we just thought it'd be fun for everybody just while we're getting set up to kind of get a bet. We have a camera set up way in the back to kind of see what the set looks like. And this is what it's like when we're getting ready to start. We changed out. You asked me to change out the posters. We
Yes,
changed out the
good
posters
job.
today for
Johnny will appreciate it from Digitech.
from Digitech. So we appreciate them, and
we do
yeah,
appreciate Digitech.
We had they've sent us a bunch of these cool posters for us to put up there, so we swapped them out. This is some of these things are their like promo posters from
Yeah.
last year.
and it's really
So-
pretty cool. Obviously, that's a play on Bruce Springsteen's, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Digitech's been around for 50 years.
Isn't that
Up
amazing?
in Salt Lake. I mean, I remember, like we've talked about, we've had plenty of their gear and pedals over the years.
Yeah.
We're gonna have their marketing guy, Johnny. He's gonna be coming
That's
down
what I was-
in
I-
a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was
So-
saying something in one of the videos that he was going to be down here on our
Yep.
show sometime soon. So,
Yeah, so he'll be here. We got to set that
Cool,
all
man.
up. All right,
Okay, so I
everybody.
think we're
Thanks for
doing
tuning in.
Hey, you getting a shout out, man?
Oh, whoa, who's the shout out from?
Hey, Woody Odome or Odume? I don't know how you say that.
Hey, it's
Oh, there's-
Haywood. Haywood.
Hey, Wood, you dome.
All right.
Hey, Wood,
Hey,
you
man.
dome.
Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate the love always. And I see, everybody shouting out for Ace. Ace was awesome. So, yeah, absolutely. So we appreciate all you guys.
Was it British Steel or was it?
British Steel, man.
British
British
Steel's
Steel
the
and
one that got
Electric.
all
The winners.
This is
So-
what everybody said.
Pretty
So we're gonna
rad.
Put that there. What did we have in here? Oh, we had War.
A lot of stuff.
Hey, Would you do me? That's pretty good.
Hey, would you do me? A play on words. Dude,
It only happens on the live stream, huh?
oh, that's... I like it. So, I like that a lot, actually. That's pretty funny. Hilarious. Brilliant. Sounds like a band name.
Okay.
All
We're
right.
rocking with Dawkins.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Tuning in. Do you know how to shut down the stream?
Yep.